Excuse my raspy voice. I just woke up, but I want to share this message with you. You know, a lot of times we get it wrong when it comes to understanding who God is and who we are as individuals. We often think that when we are chosen, when we are born with purpose, that everything should go smoothly because we know God, but that is not the truth. You get more attacked from being a child of God than you would as one being in the world, one seeking after lust and fame. The problems you encountered in life will sometimes feel like a curse that you cannot shake. It's not because you're cursed, it's because you're chosen, because you're blessed and highly favored. So they always use the analogy that, the Brinks will always need armed guards because of what it carry. And so when you're carrying purpose, when you're carrying this thing within you, this seed that is there germinating to do the work of God, trust me, the enemy of your soul recognize this and will attack you through your children, through your partner, through your friends, anyone close to you, because we often think that the enemy is something out there. The enemy is not really the friend or the family either. The enemy is really the one who wants to devour your spirit, your soul, your life, want to destroy you. So anything in you that is great, it would want to destroy. Let me give you an example. If you're a person who like to have a clean environment, the demonic energy will use your family to destroy your household so that your peace cannot abide. So some of us as parents, we raise our children teaching them spread your bed in the morning, take your bath, carry yourself clean, your environment and your spirit clean. And you have these children that you raise with the truth of knowing how to not just embrace godliness in physical or spiritual form, but in an environmental way. And let me tell you, sometimes when you look into some of these households, you walk into the rooms of some of these teenagers, you want to throw up. You can clearly see it's a demonic attack. And it's for you. It's not them doing it to you. It's the spirits working through them to get to you, because when you're angry, the downloads are going to stop. When you're, yelling and screaming, the peace cannot abide with you. You cannot hear the message, or you cannot become the messenger. You get so caught up in the things that upset you that you forget to pray, even for the kids, even for the husband. Some of the men have wandering eyes. They stray. They go about, not because they want to hurt their partner. Do you know that there are men who love to cheat? And if their partner knew and left them, they would be destroyed. They literally love the woman, but the enemy is using them against the person. And it can be men too. Sometimes the woman is used against you because you're a purpose person. You're a messenger of God. Don't take these things lightly. Purpose carries not just responsibility, but it carries a certain type of challenge. So your life is not going to be easy. Never. As you get over one hurdle, another one is in the way. And sometimes you will feel alone. You'll feel like, where is God when I need the Holy Spirit? Where? And when you look, you see everybody else living and everything going well, and you say that those financial increase that you see in other people's life means that they're blessed. They're not. Some of them are cursed because they serve demons. They surrender to demons. They're rewarded by demons. The demon is the one that attacks you. So when all bad things are happening to you, it's not because you don't know God or have God in you. It's because, the demon is attaching itself to you. It doesn't have to attach itself to people who are serving. that energy. The hand is removed. But our God give us free reign. Our God is not a bully the way they want to present God. Our God build us, created us, and want the best for us, want us to prosper, want to give us good health. But the end of the devil roaring and busy trying to destroy God's people. And like Job, as long as you're faithful and you trust the Most High, you will be delivered. But you have to go through that period of test, that fire that purifies you, that puts you in a place where you can stand up and you can testify that I too have suffered and I was delivered. So deliverance will come when you recognize who you are. You are carnal as a human being, but if you're chosen and if you're obedient to that call, deliverance will come, but after a long period of prosecution, after a long period of stress and anxiety and fear. And as soon as you're resting, when you look upon the horizon, it's coming again, because the devil will never leave you alone. When you say God, when you trust God, when you believe in God, don't let anyone fool you. And the way you think God operates through a person, it is not the truth. Because the Holy Spirit can choose anybody in any form to deliver the message. Who God bless, no man curse. So with all the upheavals in your life, all the fears, all the worry, let them go and know that even when you're calling out and saying, God, where are you when I need you the most? If you stop for a moment and start to count your best blessings, they're too much to count. Stay on that narrow track. Stay grounded. Have faith. And it's easier said than done. But even when everything is tumbling down around you, God is great. God is wonderful. God is real. The spirits are around you to protect you, to embrace you. But sometimes, as I use this analogy with a mother, the kid you have will not listen. They're disobedient. And guess what happened? They fall into a well. Well, when we're in the well, it's not that our Father doesn't care anymore. We're down there. And every time you try to climb up, you slide back down, because this moment when you're going to be purified, when you're going to be blessed to share your testimony and to bring the message to the people who need it. As you climb up and you fall back, you're gaining strength. And while you're down, you're feeling lonely. Remember that the Great Spirit, the Creator, is above, just like a mother would be above, looking down in that well where her kid is. And though she's not taking him out or taking her out, she's there to protect this child from animals, from the floods, from all kinds of things that could come to harm or destroy. And when the time is right, when you're grounded in truth and righteousness, the Holy Spirit will give you the strength to come out. So if you're a parent and your kids are not listening, stop trying to hide their wrongs and trying to cover for them. Sometimes you got to let them stay down there and fight their way back, but you just stand over there and protect them. All right? Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for taking this message for what it's worth. The truth. Don't pay attention to the messenger. Pay attention to the message.